What does the Boston Marathon mean to you? Are you a runner hoping to complete your first race, a seasoned competitor or a spectator along the course, or maybe you're interested in the history of the sport? Just days before the start of the 117th Boston Marathon, HCAM News spoke with Dimitri Kyriakides, the Goodwill Ambassador of the Municipality of Marathon, Greece, and the son of Stylianos Kyriakides, the winner of the 1946 Boston Marathon, during his visit to Hopkinton. For Dimitri, coming to Boston is like a memorial to his father.
I always like to come to Boston if I can. It's completely different to any other marathon in the world, because for 1 week before the marathon, everything is marathon. So it's like a festival.
During this year's visit, Dimitri brought along his father's winner's medal and his original bib worn in 1946 and told the story behind the number 77.
When he came for the first time to run in 1938, he was given bib number 1 in honor of being a Greek. And he dropped out of the race at mile 21, being in the leading pack because of blisters in his feet. So when he came back in 1946, they wanted to give him again bib number 1. And he said, no, I want another number. So they said, what number you want? He said 77. So they said, why? And he said 7 was the lucky number for ancient Greeks, so I want to have 2 sevens, then I can be double lucky. Now, the number 7 was part of his life because he died at the age of 77. Very suddenly, and the year was 1987, and the time that he won the race was 2 hours, 29 minutes, and 27 seconds. So 7 was the important number in his life.
In addition to his role as the Goodwill Ambassador, Dimitri also serves on the board of directors for the 26-2 Foundation, a Hopkinton-based nonprofit whose mission is to promote and support the sport of marathoning.
It's a great honor because I believe the causes are very good.
And one of those causes is tied to education.
We are involved again with the various activities with the schools. This always gives me a pleasure because I like being around kids. My father was always the same, and I take maybe this from him because he was the one who developed athletics for the young people in Greece right after the war, organized athletics. So I have the same feeling for young people.
Dimitri also spoke about the Scholars and Stars program at Elmwood School, saying he has never seen anything like it.
This is completely unique, and it's so fantastic because young children should be involved more with the idea of marathon running from an early age and all the ideals that the race has.
And for Kyriakides, that subject led to the importance of the history of the marathon.
I try to promote the history of the city, the great battle 2,500 years ago, and the consequences and the effects it had on Western civilization. This is something not many people know about. And what made me start being interested in promoting this is that because I travel all over the world because of my profession, and of course every time I meet people the conversation comes to marathon inevitably, and I say to them, do you know about marathon? And they say yes. I said, what do you know? They said it's a race, but not many people around the world know that it's an event, athletic event that is the only athletic event that actually is connected with the name of a city. But they don't know the history. They don't know that of the first runner. They don't know that the first mass marathon ever in the history in history was 2 days after the battle was finished. 6,000 Athenian soldiers had to march fast back to Athens to defend the city. And this is the first race, really, in a way. It's not in 1896 in the first Olympics.
And what he feels is its true meaning.
Whenever I talk to people about marathon, I always tell them it doesn't matter what age you are. As long as your health is relatively good, you should try to run one marathon in your life, because it will change you as a person. I mean, the thinking, first of all, that you have to convince yourself that you can do it. Then the preparation. Every day you have to get up and do your miles. You have to look after your diet. You have to hurt yourself and and exceed the limits that you knew up to that moment. And then eventually you come to the day of the race, and there you have doubts. Can I do it? Can I not do it? Did I prepare well? Did I not? And then you run the race, and you should try to finish it, because at that moment you are a different person. You say, I've done it, and you never believed that you could do it before. And from that moment on, you can say, I can do anything in life.
With this special marathon report, I'm Michelle Murdock for HCAM News.